Here we go. Christian here with Cheap Beat Up Elvis Vinyl. Well, if you've been watching the videos for a bit now, you know that I'm in kind of what you call a dry spell. And I don't like it. It's the longest I've gone without picking up any Cheap Beat Up Elvis Vinyl. It's been like 4 months. But I had an opportunity to visit a little town called Mobile, Alabama, in the deep south United States. We took a ride over there and my luck changed. I'm going to tell you all about it. First off, I got quite a pleasant surprise in the mail. A friend of mine, we became friends over the worldwide interweb. His name's Stephen Tate. He's in the beautiful United Kingdom. And he had sent me a wonderful book on June, Juanico and Elvis's love affair, written by June. It's fantastic. Anyway, pick up the mail one day and I got this beautiful package in here. And I see it's from Steve Tate. When they ask him what the contents are, he wrote, Elvis Presley record. Beautiful. And look here. Gorgeous. Elvis Presley Love Me. The British HMV singles, 56, 57. Look at that cover. That's a mighty fine picture right there. Look at that jacket he's got on. Love the coloring on it. It looks so 50s. Here's the back of it. Beautiful write-up. And these are the Elvis singles that were released in Britain in the order that they were released. So you can listen to it from Heartbreak Hotel to Baby Let's Play House. Really fantastic. It's sealed, so I have a dilemma. Do I open it and play it? Or do I leave it sealed? I asked Steve what I should do, and he said, let it live. So I opened it. Fantastic. It's beautiful. Sounds fantastic. I love the artwork on it. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. And he also included a beautiful postcard. That's where he's from. Cornwall, UK. Look how beautiful this is. He can just go visit that whenever he wants. Fantastic. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, man. So as I was saying, we got a chance to go over to Mobile, Alabama to go see our nephew's college graduation. He had told me about a record store there. Mobile Records. He said, Godfather, go up in there. And they got some old Elvis. So we jumped in the jalopy and we headed on down the highway. And it went a little bit like a diesel. Here we are at Mobile Records. They say they got some Elvis. Let's see. Oh, my kind of place. Look at this. Beautiful records. Fantastic. This is the kind of place I love. Here's Keith. He's the proprietor.
That's one word for it.
Man, I could spend all day in a place like this. Look at this. Here's an old Elton John. Looks like a show poster from Mobile Municipal Auditorium. Look at that. Oh man, this is awesome. All right. Let's start hunting. Hello, future ex-wife.
Have a scarce press here.
There you go. Oh, look at this one here.
When we opened, people used to be coming in going, you buy records? And he said, yeah.
Here we are with Keith, the owner of this unbelievable place. I could stay all day, and I really could stay all day up in here. We got us some great Elvis stuff. We'll be showing it to you in a little bit. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Come on down when you're in Mobile, Alabama, and you come on down to Mobile Records. and you see Keith and you get yourself some good Elvis. I love that place. I really could have stayed in there. I'm not kidding. I could have probably spent 3 full days in there going through the stuff, because it was just box on top of box and box. And he even said, man, I gave up on the 45s. They're just out there. And so I know there were many more Elvis records up in there that I would certainly have bought, but you just couldn't find them. There's so many in there. I would go in there and I would say, hey man, look, I'll straighten these up for you if I get to keep the Elvis that I find. Now that's a deal. First one that I came up with, though, he had it up on the wall. This one he had up on the wall. King Creole Volume 2. I'd never seen this in the wild. Been looking for it. And look at the shape. You know I like the cheap beat-up Elvis vinyl, but this one is in fantastic shape. Never been a fan of this cover when I've seen pictures of it, but this is the first time I've held one, and it really is pretty cool. He's got on a cool jacket, and this blue, which I thought I didn't like, is nice. I like it. The back is beautiful. I love how they use the kind of logo there, the King Creole. And of course, they're pushing also here Elvis's great new single, Hard-Headed Woman, and Don't Ask Me Why. Always pushing the next thing. Fantastic. I mean, it looks like you just bought it in August of 1958 when it first came out. Really glad. You know, it's getting to the point now where I got just certain little holes for the EPs. There's just a few EPs that I have to get. I'm saying a few, less than 10. And the 45s are another thing that I have a bunch left to get. But boy, it's hard to find them. It's like finding needles in a haystack now. But I did find this next one. January 1964. Kissin' Cousins. I like this song. And I really like this 45. For a while they used the little film imaging here. I love how they have the logo right there. They don't usually do that. Like they should have done that on the, Fun in Acapulco singles and say from the movie and then have the logo, but they didn't. But they did it on this one. Elvis sings Kissin' Cousin, coming soon, special Kissin' Cousins LP. So that means this came out a little bit before the record. On the back, It Hurts Me. Just in case you didn't know what that meant, I got a little broken heart right there. Because when you get hurt, your heart gets a little split in it like that. And then you meet the next girl and it goes right back together. 45 RPM. They got the beautiful RCA logo up there. I like this one a lot. Got a different photo of Elvis on the front and the back. Really happy to get this one. He had this one on the wall also. So like I said, they had so many of them. Just boxes sitting there. Oh, here's a box of 8 tracks. And you look over there and there's 3 boxes of 45 stacked on each other. And there's a box of cassettes on top of it. And then right here is a box of records for 50 cents, albums. And then right here, there were so many treasures up in there. And then he also had the bins that had A through Z. So it was virtual cornucopia of vinyl. He also had some cool old posters on the wall. And I think I got to go back. So anyway, we're checking out and sitting there talking to him for a little bit. And I told him, hey, I could stay here for days. And I said, I know there's more up in here. And he says, yeah. And as I'm talking to him, right behind him, there's kind of like a little stack and a stack. And laying right on top, I go, hey, there's one right there. There's an Elvis single. And he grabs it, looks at it, he goes, yeah. Puts it on my pile. Take it. Now, I'm not a fan of this Elvis medley. It also came out after he passed, and I don't collect stuff after he passed unless it's something special. But I did pick up one of these LPs when I bought a big box of Elvis records. And so I figured the 45 looks just like the LP. I get it too. And then it ended up I was going to buy it, but he just said, I'll take it. And I picked up a couple of LPs too. Potluck. Now I did have one copy of Potluck, which was the mono. This is a stereo. You see it's pretty beat up. It's got tape on it. See, it's the live-in stereo, but it doesn't have that bouncy live-in stereo like some of them had. RCA logos down there. This one came out in June of 1962. Really love the back of it. It has everything that I like about the early Elvis records, that it's pumping other releases. GI Blues, Something for Everybody, Blue Hawaii, His Hand in Mine, and then down here, the Follow That Dream EP, which is one of the EPs that I'm still trying to get. And boy, I really like it. It's got some, Follow That Dream, I think, is a great song, and Angel, I think, is fantastic. So that's a really good EP, and I'm going to get that one day. So I was very happy to get this. So now I have the stereo and the mono. The next Elvis LP that I picked up fits right in with cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Whoo, doggy. This one is beat up. Something for Everybody. It's the live-in stereo. I have the mono, but I didn't have the live-in stereo. It was only, well, it's listed at $5. What I did was I got a bunch of stuff and I got it all for $40, all this stuff. It's the live-in stereo, bouncing, I like it. It's all beat up. It's got the had tape on it, and tape was pulled off. Now it's got clear tape on it. Might have been the same person that had the Potluck, because you see they had tape up here too. I really like how on the cover, well, got a big mark on it right here. Oh, look, there's a big piece chunk out of it here. Man, it's beat up just like I like it. I really like how they listed the songs on it right here. These nice little stars all around it. And then I slipped, I stumbled, I fell. From Wild in the Country. The back, once again. Beautiful photos. Here's a photo from Wild in the Country. And then the Flamin' Star EP and the Wild in the Country single. So you notice this is from Wild in the Country. Photo from Wild in the Country. And the single from Wild in the Country. I wonder when this came out. I bet you it's when he did the Wild in the Country movie. Yeah, that's it. Next one I picked up, Candlelight Music presents the legendary music of Elvis Presley. Really good copy. I knew this came out after Elvis passed, but I thought it was perhaps the bonus disc from a box set that they put out. I was like, oh, the legendary, yeah, right. Well, here's the box set. The legendary recordings of Elvis Presley, Candlelight. Got the old kind of 68 special, TV special photo on there. This one's got a 68 TV special photo, but this is the legendary Magic. The other one's a legendary Music. This came out in 1980. The other one came out in 1979. They got me, Jerry. They got me, Jerry. I thought it was a companion to the box set, but it's not. But I still love it anyway, and I'll give it a place of honor in the collection. Oh, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. One more thing that they had at the record store, they had one of those boxes, the little thin box of Elvis Worldwide, Big Hits, The Other Sides. That's the one that had the little envelope with a snippet of Elvis's clothing on it. At first I thought it had the envelope, but it didn't. Guy wanted $20 for it. It was in great shape, but it didn't have the envelope. And I knew if I got it, first time I ever saw one, but I knew if I got it, I'd still be wanting to get one with the envelope. So I just waited. One day, I'll find one in the wild. So I had a wonderful time. Me, the future ex-wife, we had a beautiful drive over there. Rained the whole way. Went to the graduation, had a nice dinner, and we drove home in the rain at night. But I had fun. She had fun too. We picked up some cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Get out there and look through it. You know, as soon as I walked in that place, Mobile Records, it had that smell. Some people don't like that smell. I like that smell. Smells like records, books. Smells like there's something good up in there, something cool, something valuable, something worth saving. So put some gas in the old Batmobile and hit the old dusty roads out in the countryside and find yourself some cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Go to an old mom and pop record store. Go to the old ones. They'll have a box somewhere. You know, Elvis made these records for you to enjoy them. I've gotten a lot of enjoyment from Elvis's music and movies throughout the years. But you can still enjoy it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So get you some old, cheap beat up Elvis vinyl. Sit down, set a spell, listen to the records, look at the covers, read what's on them. Just enjoy yourself, relax. And hey, thank you, Elvis. Okay, fine.